Welcome back, wonderful pupils of Practical Computer Comprehensive School. You are welcome back to another tutorial video, and this is your auntie, Miss Genevieve, presenting these tutorials to you right now. And we are looking at our work on basic science and technology for those of you in Basic 4, and the theme is basic technology, and we are looking at magnetics. You've all seen magnets before, right? You've watched the interaction between magnet and other metallic objects, both steel or iron objects. You've even had fun with it, and you can identify little places or certain places we can get magnets. So let's look at our basic objective before we go far into today's studies. So it is stated here that by the end of this lesson, you should be able to define magnetism, tell the properties of magnets, and tell the uses of magnets. Magnet and its properties. A magnet is a kind of stone capable of attracting other metals that are not magnetic on their own. It attracts metallic substances such as nails, pins, etc. Magnetism is the art of what? Magneting. Another name for magnet is attract. To attract. When you put a pin, a needle, or a nail somewhere far, like take a space between your two hands, just widen your two hands, put a nail, and get a magnet coming close, you will see that nail moving towards what? That magnet. There is this power it possesses, this force it uses to do what? To attract that metallic object. But it doesn't attract the wood, neither does it attract plastic or rubber, but anything metal, steel or iron, it attracts. So now that's what we call what? A magnet. So let's look at properties of magnets. We have basically two properties to outline. There are many others, but two standard and observable properties. Number one, magnets attract materials such as steel, iron, but do not attract materials like wood and glass. Do you get that? It does not attract materials such as wood and glass. But any material like iron, steel, or metal, it attracts. Number two is magnetic force can pass through some substances such as an iron, steel, paper, but not through wood. If you place a magnet under an iron table or a glass table and place a metal on top, move that magnet under the table, you observe something. That metal on top will be moving according to how that magnet is moving under the table. The same thing will happen when you place a metal on top of a paper and place a magnet under the paper. You move that magnet and watch the metal move in the same dimension, the same angle, the same way the magnet is moving under the paper. That is that force. It can pass through substances like iron, steel, paper, but it doesn't pass through wood. It doesn't pass through wood. Let's look at what we use magnets to do. These are the uses of magnets. Why magnets? What do we use them to do? Number one, magnets are used in the manufacture of equipment such as electric bells, relays, telephone, receiver, speakers, transformer cores, and others. Take that in. They are used to manufacture equipments, more especially all these equipments that carries out wave, sound wave, electrical wave, and other kind of waves. Magnets are used in manufacturing such. Then some magnets are used in lifting heavy metallic objects. Like you want to move something that is so heavy that you can't lift. You can use the magnet to lift it up. Use a very big heavy magnet. There are magnets for such lifting, and there are machines you use to make such move. They are also used in attracting other metallic objects. And let's read number 4. They are used to separate magnetic and non-magnetic materials. Now number 3 and 4 now means a little bit the same. Take for instance, you have small tiny nails that you can't pick with your fingers, like when you try picking them you might get hurt. And there also there are dirty plastics covering them. The best and smartest way to pick those nails is to get a magnet. Just get a magnet. You see all the nails following you. They'll be making steps because that force now is what? Transferring. It is passing through each of the metals. So with that magnet, all the iron, all the nails there will come up, leaving only the plastic rubbish on the floor there. You see, separating magnetic from non-magnetic. Like we say, non-magnetic materials are those things that cannot be attracted to magnets, just like glass, just like plastic, just like rubber. That is it for uses of magnets. To understand this video, you can play it on and on again so that it sinks in very well. This is your 6th week work. Remember, next week, which is 7th week, is your test, which determines your performance after this term, being the 3rd term. So I advise you to take this seriously. Read, download, make notes, and ask me questions where you're confused rather than chatting unnecessarily in the discussion box. And I'll await your text, because those tests will comprise of questions from what I have taught you so far. Don't forget to stay safe and don't forget to stay educated. Bye for now.